Welcome parents and welcome everyone to our afternoon so we can discuss our middle school students. It is an exciting time for middle school students and for middle school parents as well as middle school educators. During the time the students are in middle school, sometimes we want to know who are our middle school students. We know the ages and we know the grades, but do we actually know, we as a community, how to work with middle school students and who they are? Who they are is extremely important because they are who we once were, and they're coming up with new and different ideas to help the middle school students to become the very best they can be. Do know that everything they're going through is unique. It's fun. It's exciting. It gives them the chance to be who they are and for us to understand who they are. They're focused on the here and now. Middle school students, do not ever think that your middle school child is strange or weird or different, because they're focused on themselves and they're focused on what happens right now. They also struggle to grasp abstract or hypothetical concepts. So everything is broad. It's very different, where they don't get a chance to really understand details. That they need time to express themselves and to understand that we understand that that's what they're trying to do. So they really struggle with grasping hypothetical concepts. Everything must be very specific and it must be laid out for them to understand it, and that's okay. As I go through these items, I want you to know that it is okay. It's all right. It's unique. It's exciting. It's what we expect, and it's what we want from our middle school students. They have a roller coaster of emotions. I know at home, you guys are probably going through a time where you're trying to figure out, what are they thinking? What are they doing? Why are they doing that? But it's okay, because their emotions are up, they're down, they're everywhere, and we have to understand that before we can understand who they are. Now hold your questions. I know you have questions, and when you do, at the end, I'd like for you to give me your questions and we're going to discuss all of it. Because right now I see you shaking your heads and you understand what I'm talking about. I know you're thinking, that's my kid. Oh my goodness, that's my kid. Your kids, your students, your children are our students. So remember, we're working together to make sure we have a clear understanding of who they are and how we can best service them. So I'm going to answer questions, and I'm going to take some of your ideas as well, so that we can work together and collaborate to provide the most unique, exciting, and learning environment for them that supports them socially, emotionally, intellectually. So we support them as a whole person. Knowing that, and knowing they have that roller coaster of emotions, sometimes it's strange for us, because we could be going through our own emotions, and sometimes some of you have more than one middle school child, and that's okay. So just be ready for emotions up and down, and they don't really understand, but it is okay. It's more important for us to try to understand them and help them feel that they are they're heard, and that they are a part of what we know to be going on, and we're understanding them, we're listening to them, and we're giving them as much as we can to help them to be their very best. They prefer peer interactions. So often it may look like we're talking to them and they don't want to be bothered, they're rolling their eyes, they're maybe saying something we don't want to hear, and that's okay. They prefer to be around their peers. They prefer peer interaction. They